It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Detroit.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Right now, the Pistons are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Harden out there with Ingram. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Middleton. Well, Chris, tonight we see two teams with a lot of upside and still realizing what they can do, where their season can go.
It's a look into the future of the league, Kevin, and you gotta love it. It's always exciting to watch the young players develop.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Westbrook against Harden. Puts one up from 19. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Here's the Lakers with the ball. It's a three-point game. Barton surveying the floor, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. First quarter, just over a minute played. Harden against Barton. Here's Adams, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Harden. His last outing, he had 8 points. Over Westbrook, and the basket by Harden. Harden's got 5.
Oh, it's difficult to distract the beard. I mean, able to score on the defense because of how focused he is.
Barton in the corner, lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had, Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game, is Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year. And I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
.131 left in the first quarter of the game. It's Harden with the drive, and he drops it in from the low post. He's got 9.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. C-Web, the Pistons from 2003 to 2008 with 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals and 1 title. But in the decades since, only 2 playoff appearances and 0 playoff wins.
Well, yeah, think about it. The 2004 title team was led by Joe Dumars, who won championships back-to-back with the Pistons. You need that type of lineage. Think about Boston, Danny Ainge. Think about the Lakers with Magic Johnson. Well, the Pistons need that type of consistency. They need a leader. The Pistons, once again, hoping to find that magic in chemistry. There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Barton against Harden. Here's Here's Westbrook. Got a hand on it.
A 7'3" wingspan. Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
Westbrook scanning the floor. And it's Westbrook again missing.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Kuzma against Middleton. The pass to Westbrook. Here's the floater.
Gotta admire the speed of Harden. I mean, he looks locked in on defense, especially with how he contests these shots.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great...
He's doing just an unbelievable job at just...
You know, so much of leadership is that emotional component, motivating guys to give their all.
And Russ certainly leads by example with his competitive zeal, but he understands also he's got to bring his teammates with him.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
Bagley is out there with Adams. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Ingram with it. Westbrook picks him up. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. Kuzma's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, look, now, you can see how Ingram has developed in his short time in the NBA. Gotten a little bit stronger, attacking the basket. He's the former #2 pick, and he's getting steam with confidence. And maybe one day he can be an elite scorer. He's starting to develop a little bit of a killer instinct when he has the ball.
Harden. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Pistons trailed by 13. Adams in the corner. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Ingram kicks to Kuzma. Passes it to Harden. From deep. That shot, no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. And with Ingram, he now wants the ball and wants to attack defenders each time down the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that doesn't just mean he's doing it with scoring. He's become a great drive and kick playmaker as well. Now, for me, the next step for him is to emerge as a vocal leader, something that the LA office is hoping he can become.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. The Lakers #1. The Pistons second.
I mean, both of these clubs rebounding at such a high rate. They're not just creating second chance opportunities, but even third and fourth opportunities at times.
Tipped away. And slam dunk by Ingram.
The young legs. Ingram getting off the ground before the D can react.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Westbrook finds Adams. Westbrook against Harden. Charity stripe shot. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
54 seconds left here in the second. Goes up at the stripe. And then Cousins with the dunk.
poor job defensively on the glass. I mean, Cousins is the first guy you have to get a body on. He has good anticipation and those long, long arms.
Westbrook passes to Bagley. Three-pointer, Barton, and the rejection by Cousins. It's Ingram on the wing. Barton defending. Ingram kicks to Harden over Westbrook. Harden can't hit.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Pass to Adams. Down low, Westbrook laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Cousins, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. That'll do it for the... Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
The Beard went crazy in the first half. He took total.
And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Enes Kanter is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Harden. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. From the inbound. And the layup is good. Kuzma's got the first points of the second half here for Los Angeles. When it comes to video review, C-Web, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, we want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. But the main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane. Takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted. And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years. And like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway, it's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
Bagley dishes to Barton, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be his second foul of the game. To the inside, deflects the pass, and stolen by Cousins.
Love when guys are alert and aware on the great job to prevent the entry pass. Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Ingram against Barton. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes. Barton's got 5.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Lakers leading by 12. And with Cousins and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot. The footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
4 on the clock. Ingram passes to Cousins. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 9 points in the game so far.
The bruising power of Cousins. Once he gets in prime position, he goes straight to work.
Outside Westbrook. Kicks it down to Middleton. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Kuzma. 6 points for him. Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 14. And Middleton kicks to Westbrook. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Pistons shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight, and Russell Westbrook drops them both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Harden outside. He kicks to Cousins. 4 seconds left.
Cousins is a straight-up bully in the paint. Master at drawing contact, thanks to his size.
The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
All we got to do is move the basketball. Go.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Russell Westbrook. Bagley is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Barton in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Ingram kicks to Harden. That one a little long.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Barton finds Adams. He can't get that one. Excellent D from Cantor.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The 9-foot shot. Here's Cousins. Detroit with the rebound. Bagley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
And timeout call. Dwayne Casey has had enough. Every year there seem to be a few rookies, C-Web, who immediately show that they should have been drafted a lot higher. Why is there the difficulty in placing these guys where they should be drafted? Why are evaluations sometimes wrong?
Evaluations, they can be so iffy because of a team skill set. I tell a lot of players when they come into the NBA, don't be frustrated after your first year or second year if you haven't played the way that you want. In order to be a great basketball player, you have to have a great situation, a team that needs you to do certain things at certain times that you can't do for them. And so I think why evaluating is so hard is because you're evaluating the player and then evaluating the unknown, how they fit in with these different pieces that have already been established on your team. And that's kind of the wild card. You can know if a guy can shoot, dribble, and pass, but how does it work with the other players on the team? And so there's some GMs that have missed out on a lot of great talent, but you can't beat them all up because there's so many moving parts into this evaluation that usually it's easier to get it wrong than right.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last two possessions. They're going that way.
Harden kicks to Cousins. Back to Harden. Pass to Ingram. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kuzma. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Lakers lead by 12.
He excels at scoring from the mid-range. Kuzma is awesome at making use of these spots on the floor.
And it's Bagley in the corner. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Bagley's got it back down to within single digits for the Pistons. The Lakers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Ingram dishes to Harden. 1:03 left in the fourth. Harden draws the double. Now the pass to Kuzma. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Pistons. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Detroit. Pondexter comes in for Chris Middleton.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated and miss even one free throw right now.
Rivers passes to Baines. And Adams sends it back.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
Westbrook with the bucket.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And he's been doing this for a few games in a row now. We're looking at one of the hottest players in the league.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double. That was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Oh, all you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
Westbrook finds Adams. Martin from outside. Kept alive. Takes it down to Middleton. Westbrook passes to Barton. Middleton left side. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Ingram. And so the Lakers take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris...